Hello, hello. Hey, team. We are live. Oh, and I just went over here to um, the to Facebook to get us to make sure that I can see what you're doing. And it looks like Natasha Leitner is doing another fashion show. So I will be sharing that out to you guys here in the group and also sharing it on my pages because they do such a great job of sharing the fashion. And that's one area that I'm not able to work in. So, making sure that we take advantage of help that if there's an area that another representative is better at or is more capable of, then take advantage of that. And I have to say, they do an awesome job of doing the fashion. And like I said, with me in my wheelchair, I'm just not able to do our clothes justice. That's for sure. I know that's one of the things that I have issues with. So with that, I am on early, which is going to lead us into one of our topics, or actually, and then I've talked to some of you all, and so I have picked two topics for tonight based on what's going on in my life and what's going on in some of your guys' lives. So, um, just getting set up so I can see if you do happen to pop on, I can see your comments, and that if you have questions or you want to make a comment, I can acknowledge you. All right, so big change for me. Carl got a job, so yay. But yeah, it's totally going to, it's, this is Tuesday, the second day on the job, and we're having to relearn how to do what we've done. Um, Meaning that, he used to have an 8 to 5. Well, he used to work 8 to 4. He had a really relaxed kind of atmosphere. And so we could go to bed around 8, get up around 6, we watched a little TV, whatever. Now we have to be up in order to get him to work at 6. We have to get up around 3:30, start waking up around 3:30, just because it takes a little extra time to get me have him help me get out of bed and get started before he can leave for work. So yeah, we're getting up at like 3:30, waking up, and we're going to bed at 7. So do you see a dilemma there? Our meetings are normally at 7. So what does that mean? That means that in order to adjust to my new scheduling, because I'm also not going to be able to do, um, after dinner unboxings. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to have to switch into the daytime because I'm not going to be able to do it in the evenings. Literally, he gets to come home, eat. I do dishes, clean up dinner, and then he is going to be going. We'll be going to bed at 7. So literally, not a whole lot of time after he gets home at 5. We've got 2 hours to get everything crammed in. So I'm gonna have to find a new way to do meetings. So I'm going to tonight we just happen to eat out, so that I can come on at 6. So I'm just a little bit early, um, but I think I'm gonna have to put it earlier into the afternoon going forward. Team meetings, I really don't have anybody jumping on, so I am going to take the team meeting into a recorded atmosphere. So I will be recording them and then bringing them to you in a recorded version. You had the option to jump on Zoom if you wanted to. Haven't had anybody take advantage of that. So I'm going to make the decision to go ahead and just from now on, just make it a recorded thing instead of making myself be on at 7 in case you guys can jump on. I'm going to probably record earlier in the day and then I will just post it and you guys can watch it from there. So, I mean, it may work out better for some of you guys because you watch the replay anyway. So no biggie. It's just this meeting, this has been our live one that you guys normally do sometimes jump on for. And I so appreciate that. But if you're not going to be available during the day, I'm still going to do it live. I'm still going to come live into the group. I'm just going to be earlier in the day. I'll figure out the time. So that's kind of, what the first topic is for us tonight is just when life throws you a curve and, things change, the beauty of our business is that we can adjust our business to our lifestyle. And there's so many things besides a new job. You got all kinds of things that can come in that can kind of mix things up and be just, something that really feels like an obstacle. But instead of fighting the change, we need to just adjust. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to go with the flow. I've been at this enough years to where I've adjusted, and it's just automatic for me to do that. But sometimes we get to feeling like it's such an obstacle and we quit. And I don't want you guys to do that. I want you guys to realize that we have such a special thing in this business that we can just adjust our schedules. So I'm going to be recording videos earlier in the day. I'm going to be going live earlier in the day instead of doing my unboxing on Wednesday night when I get my order in. I'll just have to do it Thursday afternoons or mornings, whatever happens to work. Unfortunately, I would love for it to be exactly what works for my customers and my team, and that's what I've been doing. But now I'm going to have to take a step back and make it work for what works for me, and really working on those replays. Everybody watching the replay to still keep my business going. So I hope. I have a couple of notes here. Just trying to keep it going. But everybody has different things. Is there something in your life that has changed? I've talked to a few of you. I know some of you have had some new things happen in your lives that have changed, and we just want to make sure that we just remember to adjust, not quit. The kids getting out of school, new babies, retirement, new job, which is what I'm going with, caring for parents. I'm the one needing care. Moving, sports schedules, vacations. The key point is that success doesn't come from having a perfect schedule. It comes from building a schedule that works in your life. So I'm going to make Avon work in my new schedule, and people are just going to have to get used to seeing me a little earlier in the day, right? So that is kind of where that first topic is coming from, that change is always happening. It's always happening. So the second topic is that it kind of flows right into that, and you heard me say it just a minute ago, is moving. I hear a lot of you popping in, if you're talking to me, and you'll say, hey, I just moved to here, or I'm going to move, and you're like, and I excitingly get, respond with, yay, what are we going to do to get your business started in your new place? Because that's how I look at a move. I think of it as exciting. You obviously are moving, hopefully because you want to. Sometimes I know it's not because you want to, but again, when life changes, we just adapt. We don't quit on it. We just adapt and adjust. So hopefully you are moving because you want to, and you just have so many new opportunities and doing it right. So don't think of it as just a restart, which it is a fantastic time to give a boost to your business. But remember, you have an online store, you have a cell phone, you are still able to work with your old customers, even if it's just working with them online, helping them get used to placing orders online and helping them learn that process, because it's the relationship that really keeps your business going. So if you have a relationship with those people, I've had customers move away from me and they're like, oh, I can't be with you anymore, I'm moving away. And I'm like, hey, 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 no, that's not how this relationship's going to work. If you happen to find a new representative in your area, a new ambassador, then by all means, if you want to start that relationship, that's fine. But a lot of times they'll come back to me and they're like, I didn't find anybody. What do I do? And we work it out. I either, I teach them how to do it online. Um, I have been known to make orders for some customers. I try to make that a last resort. But I do it. I make, orders for them. So, they can Venmo me them, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. There's so many ways. Or I even have ones that go old school and they mail me a check. I cash the check. I make sure the check is good. And then I place an order for them to be mailed to their new address. So we've talked about that before, placing orders for customers. But you do whatever you need to do to keep the relationship with your customers where you're at. You're not starting completely over. But what you do have is a brand new area. Neighbors that don't know you sell Avon, wait till you put that sign up in your yard or your car has the sign on it. And they're like, oh, we have an Avon person in the neighborhood. So introducing yourself, leaving brochures, offer a neighborhood special, just to get everybody kind of coming in. And free gift with purchase, a small discount, whatever you would like to do to, establish yourself into the new neighborhood. You can do any of those things, and you don't have to do any of that. You honestly can just say, hey, I'm here, I'm selling, I'm your new Avon ambassador, and you have the opportunity to shop with me. So that really should be enough. The one thing you also get to do, which we do, and that's it. There are always so many businesses in our area that we can be hitting up to, work cashiers, people that work there. If it's working with a business, to see if you can do a pop-up in their area, in their parking lot or in a corner of the shop, however they will let you do that. So we have that in our area. But when you go to a new area, you're going to be learning all the new places, where you're grocery shopping, where's your new library, where's your post office, where's your doctor's office, daycares, nail salons, hair salons, coffee shops. All of those are going to be a new place for you to get one of those three things. Like I said, either customers from that place or working together with the business. And then you can also look for community events like farmers markets, craft fairs, school events, chamber events, church events, community festivals. People love to support community businesses. So you just got to get in there and start digging in and learning as you're learning your new life in your new area. Those are all new opportunities to drop some seeds and see what kind of sprouts. And they'll start blooming. They will. Um, New groups, you're going to be bringing yourself into that community, so you're just going to be meeting new people by the bundles. I mean, so many opportunities. So these aren't just people that you're selling to. They're people that you're simply getting to know, and they get to know that you sell Avon. So they get to know that you use products that you love from Avon. And the relationships will grow your business. So you'll have your old relationships that you're still nurturing, but you'll have these new, brand new. Moving can be an exciting time. So don't worry and think that it is a negative. I was talking um, in one of the other groups, and Lisa Wilbur is huge, huge. Yeah, I've been sharing her videos on here. She's been interviewing other leaders, and she's moving for the first time in a long time. She's moved in her career because she started when she was like 18. Um, so she's moved. She started in Guam, and then she moved over into the U.S. back into the U.S. It was a whole military thing, um, but she is moving again, and she actually is very excited about it. And I said that is the perfect attitude and what a lot of representatives need to hear. She's going to be one of our speakers at conference at Connect in August. So I hope you're ready to do virtual. They have set up links in the calendar section of our back office. When you log in, go into the calendar section. You now can log into the sections that are going to be Zoom available. And hopefully we get to see the one that she speaks in. And I told her, I said, her excitement in moving would be a huge topic to talk about because so many representatives think of it as a negative. And it is absolutely does not have to be a negative. It can be a very positive thing in your business depending on your attitude, how you go about it. Are you get excited about it, and then that excitement will just let you grow and grow. So I hope that she's able to talk about it because when she was talking about her excitement, it really was. I was like, yes, yes, everybody needs to hear that because you hit the nail, the head on the nail. It doesn't have to be a showstopper. It doesn't have to be scary. Be excited. When she said she was excited, I was like, oh my goodness, that made me excited. So kind of what we're looking at is how can your Avon business adjust to work with changes instead of against it? So that's what you've got to think about when you have changes happening right now. So think about any changes you have going on in your life and then think how you can adjust your Avon business to work with the change. Don't look at it as an obstacle, and don't work against it. See how you can work with that change. And if you're one of those people that are moving, name 3 places you're going to visit this first month that could grow your business. Because I mean, if you just start thinking of the places that you're going to visit and that you're going to have to find anyway, because you need food, you need your hair done, need your nails done, you need to go to the doctor, you need to do all the stuff. So you're going to be meeting all the new people. So really start thinking about that. Life is always going to change. It's never going to stop changing. If it does, you're probably dead. Um, and we don't want to go there. So change just comes in all forms. So just make sure to remember that we fit our lives around our business, that it is the, the glory of being what we do is that it can change with us. It is not stagnant. We do not have to be at a specific place at a specific time to make this work. We make it work in our lives. So I hope that you guys start getting that mindset of how if something has come into your life that has changed things up, what are you going to do to make your business work around that? So that's kind of what I had for you. New things are good. You know, if you keep doing things, you have to keep things that are working from the old ways, but always add new ways or you're never growing. So that's kind of what I wanted to get into for our team meeting. Nobody jumped on, but I completely understand because you guys didn't expect me. But I will get a time, and we will get I will get it to where I post and tell you exactly what time I will be on every other week now. But it just won't be. Sorry, guys, it won't be in the evening. It will be in the afternoons probably. I will try to do my best to come up with a specific time. So work with me. We can do this. It's not gonna make or break us. We are going to be fabulous. So jump into all of that virtual Connect stuff coming up in August because, oh my gosh, we are so close. This is July. It's just next month. So if you're not going physically, jump into the virtual part. Go over into calendar, start getting registered for the Zooms, and get your virtual package, your $30. It costs you $30. You're going to get the 140th anniversary special pen that they're making, and then you're going to get some products. I don't know. It's not going to be the same thing that they get there, but it is something made for virtual that gets us included and have some fun. It's going to be $140 value for your $30, so you're definitely going to be it's a good investment, and it's just a way to get excited to be a part of something even if you can't be there. And I get it. So with that, I hope you all got a little something, got your brains working, and yeah, I'll be sharing Natasha's fashion video over on Facebook, on my pages and the team page tomorrow because she's working on it right as we speak, and we'll get that shared out. So y'all have a great evening. Let's end this campaign strong. There is a lot to be had. We had a lot of new products this time. So get at it, and I can't wait to see how we finish.